What's going on, guys? It's Kyle. Welcome to the Stock Goat YouTube channel. In today's video, we are going to be covering the Sofi stock. We are going to be covering a lot of good things in today's video. If you find any of this information useful, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Let's try and get the channel past 20,000 subscribers by the next 1 to 2 quarters. Don't forget to smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm, and don't forget to drop a comment. I'm going to be commenting back to as many people as I can. Guys, in today's video, we're going to be covering the institutional buyers. We are continuing to get more and more updates every single week when we close out the week. And guys, ARK continues to buy up shares. This is one of the big institutions that continues to load the past couple of weeks. And guys, when you see my videos come out on ARK, usually they are 1 day delayed on the buys because I usually don't film YouTube videos at 8, 9, 10 o'clock. And ARK usually does their day-to-day buys around 8 to 9 p.m. So when I'm doing an update on ARK specifically, I just want you guys to know it's usually a day behind of when that official buy came in. So if you look at my YouTube channel, I just dropped that huge $2.8 million buy. And now this video, we're going to be covering the very next day, another massive buy coming in. And we're also going to talk about the specific NBA partnership, guys. If you guys tune into the NBA All-Star game, it starts tonight at around 8 o'clock to 11 o'clock. So the YouTube video might be out before that, but I'm just saying, if you were watching it, I want you guys to see how many times, the NBA SoFi Bank partnership gets mentioned tonight, because I think this is where you're going to really start to see SoFi's marketing dollars be put to work, because NBA All-Star Weekend overall viewership is a little bit low, but specifically the NBA All-Star game, we might see a lot of ad spend tonight. I really am interested to see where SoFi's marketing is on that big game for the NBA. We're also going to be taking a look at the options chain, guys. It looks like we may get some nice upside the next couple of weeks, because we had some massive option expiration expire, which is really good, because that's usually when you see the stock get really hammered down and pinned, is when the options are just out of this world, way too crazy. So I think we may get some good upside movement the next couple of weeks, because it looks like the options have cooled off a little bit, in my personal opinion. And on top of the options looking pretty solid, guys, we don't really have any crazy volatility things for the next couple of weeks to slow down the SoFi stock if we get some good momentum, guys. CPI, I believe, is another 3 weeks out. Any of the Fed meetings is another couple weeks out. So we might get a nice 1 to 3 weeks, in my personal opinion, if the market has some solid earnings this upcoming week. We've already covered the big earnings for the massive companies, Tesla, Microsoft, Google, Amazon. Those all did very, very well. So it looks like, overall, we might be looking at some good GDP growth coming in for Q1, just like Q4. So it looks like the overall economy is still doing very, very solid, at least, in America right now. But of course, SoFi, we had give out that soft guidance. I think SoFi, once again, is just waiting on the announcement from the Fed, when we could potentially get a first rate cut. Maybe in the next couple of meetings, they may announce, a June, July, August, who knows? But, that will give SoFi more direction of where to pivot their business and do certain business segments, midway through the year. So I think overall Q1 is going to be decent, but I think Q2, Q3, and Q4 is when SoFi really starts to put the hammer down on the gas and starts to see some, great exponential growth once again. Once again, if you find any of this information useful, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Let's get into it. All right, guys, I just want you guys to see some, potential big meetings coming up, big data points. Take a look, guys. We got the CPI, the inflation data. You can see that this next report is coming out on March 12th. So that gives us about 3 weeks or so to potentially see some nice upside. And going over to the options chain, guys, we can see specifically options for February 16th. These are still there, but these are, of course, expired. It just takes a little bit of time for bar charts to remove them. But look, this is what I'm talking about, guys. Look at the massive options and puts, 200,000 on both sides. That's just out of this world. I just want to look at the next couple of weeks and see what we're looking at, guys. This upcoming week is not bad at all. About 70,000. The next week after that, 42,000. Not bad at all. 20,000. So we're looking pretty good for the next 3 weeks on just lower options volatility. But then you can see it gets a little bit crazier on March 15th. We have 208,000. So we may see, some downward pressure across this week at the midway point of March. And then the next 4 weeks after that, things look solid again. So we got March 22nd, 8,000 on the calls open interest. March 28th, 5,000. April 19th, 77,000. And then May 17th, 9,000. So guys, I mean, in my personal opinion, we just really need to get by this, but the overall options open interest is just pretty low to me. We were getting like two or three of these crazy 200, 300,000 at the beginning of the year in 2024, and we have, made our way past that, and we're seeing institutions dive in. So maybe the market makers really let this stock rip up the next couple of weeks. Overall, I just like to see lower open interest on the calls. Once again, big one on March 15th. All right, guys, and looking at the institutional ownership, I put this out on Friday. This is updated from Fintel specifically. It looks to me like Fintel, as of right now, is about 95% updated on all of the institutional updates. So we got a couple laggers that may be coming in. You can see this post got 40,000 views. I just want to go over it so everybody can know exactly where we are at with institutional ownership on SoFi. So right now, of course, you got the top 15, and you can see there was two no changes, so they didn't buy or sell, they just held their shares. Three decreases and then 10 increases. Okay, so absolutely insane positivity. 10 increases in the top 15. Okay, so you can see some big ones right here. I put the flame emoji. Ark Invest, they're not updated. That's why I put an estimate, but I'm tracking their share count because I can see it. They just do day to day. A lot of these institutions, you can't see that stuff. But overall, we're talking 6.7 million shares right now is what I'm estimating. And then you got a Millennium, 600% increase. Nico and Sumitomo Dimensional, new positions, 240% increases. Just absolutely amazing. But what I really want you guys to see is it looks like we have three laggers that may be coming in. So what's going to possibly happen in the next 1 to 2 weeks is you're going to see this GPI Capital and Patient Capital and Dimensional. You might see these three get knocked out of the top 15, and you're going to see some new ones come in for these because these share counts look a little bit low. And I had it updated on the post. If you just scroll down a little bit, you can see right here, we're still waiting on Fintel's update on Morgan Stanley and Goldman Sachs. So these are still just lagging behind. Specifically, Wells Fargo, Bank of America, and JP Morgan. Those are all updated. So I don't know why these two are lagging behind, but if they do get updated, it looks like, these are going to get pushed out, the bottom three at the bottom, because it looks like they do have a little bit higher shares. So they should be coming in around here. We're just going to wait exactly on the update, but overall, the Fintel is about 95% updated right now. So you're only going to see about three of these names get knocked out of the bottom. Everything on here you're looking at is accurate. I'm just saying the overall positions may boot some people out. All right, guys, and we got some great news coming in on Friday. Look at this. Cathie Woods Ark Invest buys a total of 2 million shares. Okay, this went across ARKK and ARKKF. I just posted one of them on ARKK, and you can see right here, SoFi 1.8 million shares. So it looks like they did about 300,000 on the other one. Guys, if Cathie Woods keeps this up for another 2 to 3 days, I mean, she's going to make her way into like the top 4 or top 5. If she just does the 2 million buys another 3 days, that's another 6 million. That's going to put her at like over 12 million shares. She's going to be behind State Street. So I think she's going to keep buying, guys. When I'm looking at the price action on, how she's adding these shares, I think she's going to keep adding. There's no reason for her to stop now because, we're still red from Friday. She's not slowing down. I think ARK continues to move its way up. I think she's seeing something special inside of the SoFi stock and the SoFi, management. Talking to Anthony Noto, she also has one of her funds listed on the SoFi platform. If you guys want to get some private investments on a SpaceX, Databricks, Discord, many other companies, you can get those on SoFi right now. All right, guys, and I also want to talk about NBA All-Star Weekend. This is the big one. This is the final day. This is the game. And I think SoFi is going to be running some ad spend tonight, some marketing dollars, and you're going to see them really capitalize, on the overall viewership tonight. Of course, NBA All-Star Weekend hasn't been doing good the past couple of years, but this is where people really watch is the big game. So the game comes on at 8. Many people will see this video when I post it. Some people will see it a couple of days later, but do some due diligence, do some research on what the viewership hit on the All-Star games. You are watching the All-Star game. after watching this video. How many times did you hear the SoFi name? How many ads did they run? And just see where SoFi is, overall moving forward to with the NBA on this banking partnership, the official bank of the NBA. This is the big game tonight. Now, guys, if you go on Instagram right now and you take a look at specifically SoFi's Instagram, you need to go to their story and you'll see that right now they're just going crazy with sponsorships, sponsoring other people, not just Jason Tatum, but other influencers, YouTubers, podcasts. And it just looks like tonight is going to be a big night for SoFi on overall marketing. So if you click it and watch the story, this is what the information and data I found out. You can see, they got Jason Tatum on the Instagram story right now. He's got 6.8 million followers on IG, but he also posted on his IG story, his IG feed, and he did a post on his Twitter. So he's doing basically everything. And he's got like 1 million, 2 million followers on his Twitter, but he has a really big fan base. Bobby Althoff, she's like a podcaster, does podcasts with celebrities, artists, YouTubers, influencers, and stuff like that. She's got 3 million followers. She did an IG story tag. Somebody named Jesser, he's got 1.1 million followers on IG, but he has like 16 million on YouTube. But this just looks like an IG story tag. This is a basketball player. I am Chris London, 800,000. He did a couple story tags. Cash Nasty, not familiar, 1.2 million followers. Victoria Brown, 400,000 followers. She did a couple posts. She did a post with Lauren Stafford Webb, who's running this entire marketing aspect right now. Kenny Beecham, 200,000 followers, couple of tags. I posted him twice. But yeah, so overall, it's looking like 14 million followers right now just on the IG story for SoFi. And you're probably going to see, the ad spend run at halftime, stuff like that. So it looks like the SoFi brand, SoFi management is doubling down on the NBA. And I think overall, like I said in the beginning of my video when I first covered this, I think they're really waiting for the playoffs because NBA playoffs viewership has been skyrocketing. I mean they hit like an all-time high last year for overall playoff viewership, and that runs for like 2 to 3 months. So that's when I just think it's gonna start tonight. They're gonna start at the NBA All-Star game to get the brand awareness beginning for the NBA. But they're gonna pull some crazy numbers tonight, guys. In my personal opinion, I mean you're gonna see all these influencers followings go crazy. You're going to see the commercials, the IG posts, the feeds, the Twitter. This is a big night for SoFi. I just want everybody to really realize that. Once again, we don't know exactly how much SoFi is going to be paying for all of this. We don't know if this is a month to month, a quarterly, a yearly, a 5-year deal with the NBA. We just don't know yet. But just know that SoFi does spend a lot of dollars in marketing, so I'm sure they have it very in line of where they need to be to continue to be profitable. Jason Tatum most likely got paid out in salary and in stock-based compensation. Got some shares issued to him. We just don't know yet. We have to basically wait to get the details and probably some updated reports in the next couple quarters. But just know that SoFi is doubling down on the NBA just like they doubled down on the NFL. And just nights like this could be a night where you potentially just bring on like 50,000 users signing up with all of this crazy brand marketing recognition, influencer marketing, athletes. Just think about it, one night 50,000 ads, that's absolutely insane. That's going to get you to that 1 million member mark is what I'm potentially looking at by the end of Q4. Once again, my name is Kyle. Hope you enjoyed this video. Have a great day.